Welcome to Slug World. In the underground world of Slugterra, not all slugs are created equal. Some can burn through walls, others can heal the near dead, and one can straight up break reality. Today we're ranking the top 20 most powerful slugs in Slugterra, and trust me, you'll want to stick around to see who takes the number one spot. And hey, if you think your favorite slug got robbed, let me know in the comments. I'll be here defending my choices like a ramstone in a stampede. Kicking off our list at number 20 is the stuff of nightmares, literally, the Frightgeist. This shadow slug doesn't need brute strength when it can instill paralyzing fear in its opponents. Imagine, you're facing off against this slug, ready to blast, and suddenly, BAM! You're frozen in terror, reliving your worst nightmare. Shine a light on this spooky slug, and its fear factor fades faster than you can say boo. Light-based slugs like the Polaroid are its kryptonite. So, while the Frightgeist might not be winning any slug-throwing championships anytime soon, its ability to tap into primal fear earns it a solid spot on our list. Zooming into our number 19 spot is the Speed Stinger, the electric rodent of Slugterra. This slug is all about speed, delivering jolts of electricity faster than you can say Tesla coil. Imagine trying to dodge a bolt of lightning. That's basically what it's like facing a speed stinger in battle. But even the fastest slug can't outrun its own element. The ground literally swallows its electric attacks whole, leaving the speed stinger vulnerable. The speed stinger's lightning-fast reflexes and powerful electric attacks make it a force to be reckoned with, earning it a solid spot on our list. Coming in at number 18 is the Moxie, the psychic powerhouse that proves brains can be just as powerful as brawn, maybe even more so. This slug doesn't need brute force when it can control your every move. Imagine, you're about to launch your strongest attack, totally confident, then BAM! The Moxie flips the script, turning your own strategy against you. The Moxie's psychic energies are like a moth to a flame when it comes to the shadow element. These shadowy slugs disrupt the Moxie's concentration, leaving it vulnerable to attack. Still, with its mind control abilities, the Moxie can turn the tide of battle in an instant, making it a valuable asset to any team and earning it a spot on our list. Landing at number 17 is the Fandango, the energy slug that's the heart and soul of any slug-slinging team. This slug may not pack the biggest punch on its own, but its ability to recharge other slugs makes it a force to be reckoned with. Imagine an army of slugs, each with unlimited ammo and energy. That's the kind of chaos the Fandango can unleash. Metal slugs absorb energy like a sponge, leaving the Fandango with nothing but a song and a prayer. Still, in the right hands, the Fandango can turn the tide of battle, making it an invaluable asset to any team. Slithering in at number 16 is the Hexlet, the curse slug that'll make you wish you brought a rabbit's foot to the duel. This slug specializes in weakening opponents, slowing them down and draining their strength. Imagine facing an opponent who's sluggish, weak, and can barely lift their blaster. The Hexlet's debilitating effects are no match for the healing touch of a boondock. Still, the Hexlet's ability to cripple opponents from afar makes it a formidable opponent, earning it a well-deserved spot on our list. Burrowing in at number 15 is the Derturbo, the earth slug that proves knowing your terrain is half the battle. This slug is all about control, manipulating the battlefield to its advantage. Imagine, you're charging in for the win, and suddenly the ground beneath you erupts, creating a maze of obstacles. That's the Derturbo's game. Water slugs like the Thresher can wash away the Derturbo's carefully crafted defenses, leaving it vulnerable to attack. Still, the Derturbo's ability to control the battlefield makes it a strategic powerhouse, earning it a solid spot on our list. Shining bright at number 14 is the Polaroid, the light slug that proves sometimes the best defense is a blinding offense. This slug is all about illumination, using flashes of light to disorient enemies and create near impenetrable shields. Imagine, you're staring down your opponent, about to make your move, and suddenly, BAM! Blinded by a flash of light so intense you can practically hear the camera shutter. The Polaroid's brilliance is no match for the shadowy depths of a shadow slug. Still, with its blinding flashes and defensive shields, the Polaroid is a valuable asset in any slug duel, earning it a bright spot on our list. Materializing at number 13 is the Nightgeist, the ghost slug that's about as easy to hit as a shadow in the dark. This elusive slug can phase through attacks and turn invisible, making it a nightmare to pin down. Imagine, you're locked in a duel, adrenaline pumping, and your opponent just vanishes. Poof! Gone! That's the Nightgeist's specialty. The Nightgeist's ghostly phasing abilities are disrupted by the raw power of energy slugs. Still, the Nightgeist's ability to evade attacks and strike when you least expect it makes it a formidable opponent, earning it a spooky spot on our list. Crashing into number 12 is the Slickshell, the metal slug that's tougher than a steel-plated snail. This slug transforms into a spiked wrecking ball, smashing through enemies and obstacles like they're made of paper. Imagine, you're taking cover behind a wall, feeling all safe and sound, when suddenly, crash! The Slickshell comes barreling through, leaving nothing but debris in its wake. The Slickshell's metallic shell is no match for the intense heat of a fire slug. Still, the Slickshell's raw power and resilience make it a force to be reckoned with, earning it a heavy-duty spot on our list. Surfacing at number 11 is the Hydrak, the water slug that believes in the motto 2 heads are better than 1. Or in this case, 3 heads are better than 1. This slug splits into 3 mini Hydrak, each capable of attacking independently. Imagine, you think you're facing one opponent, but suddenly, bam! 2 more appear, all ready to soak you with a triple threat of water-based attacks. The Hydrak's watery forms are no match for the electrifying power of an electric slug. Still, the Hydrak's ability to multiply its forces and attack from multiple angles makes it a challenging opponent, earning it a splash-tastic spot on our list. Freezing its way into number 10 is the Frostcrawler, the ice slug that'll leave you out cold. This slug is all about sub-zero temperatures, freezing enemies solid and creating icy obstacles. Imagine, you're charging into battle, adrenaline pumping, when suddenly, your feet are frozen to the ground. Before you can react, the Frostcrawler encases you in ice, leaving you a sitting duck. The Frostcrawler's frosty powers are no match for the fiery fury of a fire slug. Still, the Frostcrawler's ability to control the battlefield and disable opponents with its icy blasts makes it a chilling force to be reckoned with, earning it a cool spot on our list. Swirling in at number 9 is the Tormato, the air slug that's a whirlwind of chaos on the battlefield. This slug whips up powerful tornadoes, redirecting enemy attacks and sending opponents flying. Imagine, you line up your shot, aim carefully and fire, only to have your attack sucked into a mini tornado and launched back at you. The Tormato's wind-based attacks are no match for the steadfast strength of an earth slug. Still, the Tormato's ability to control the battlefield, deflect projectiles and create havoc makes it a force of nature, earning it a breezy spot on our list. Turning up the heat at number 8 is the Forge Smelter, the fire slug that's hotter than a furnace in a volcano. This slug melts through armor, shields, and obstacles like they're made of butter. Imagine, you're hiding behind a solid steel barricade, feeling invincible, when suddenly, it starts to glow red hot. The Forge Smelter's intense heat melts through your defenses, leaving you completely exposed. The Forge Smelter's flames are no match for the cooling power of a water slug. Still, the Forge Smelter's raw firepower and ability to breach even the toughest defenses make it a blazing inferno on the battlefield, earning it a scorching spot on our list. Remember folks, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the slug-throwing arena. Charging in at number 7 is the Ramstone, the earth slug, that's proof you don't need fancy powers when you've got brute strength on your side. This slug slams into opponents with the force of a runaway boulder, shattering defenses and sending slugs flying. Imagine, you see the Ramstone winding up for a charge, and you know there's nowhere to hide. The Ramstone's unstoppable charge is vulnerable to the disruptive power of an air slug. Still, the Ramstone's raw power and unwavering determination make it a formidable opponent, earning it a rock-solid spot on our list. Floating into number 6 is the Bubbalone, the water slug that proves sometimes the best defense is a good defense. This bubbly buddy might seem harmless at first, but don't let that fool you. The Bubbalone fires off indestructible bubbles that can trap enemies, block attacks, and generally cause a whole lot of slippery chaos on the battlefield. Imagine, you're charging in for the win, blaster blazing, when suddenly, bam! You're trapped in an unbreakable bubble, bouncing around like a pinball in a washing machine. The Bubbalone's bouncy defenses are no match for the sharp, piercing attacks of a metal slug. Still, with its unique defensive abilities and surprising offensive potential, the Bubbalone earns a well-deserved spot on our list. Blazing into the top 5 at number 5 is the Infernus, the fire slug that's as iconic as it is powerful. This slug is the OG flamethrower of Slugterra, unleashing torrents of fire that can incinerate opponents and leave a trail of smoldering destruction in their wake. Imagine, you're facing off against an Infernus, feeling the heat radiating off its fiery form, when suddenly, whoosh, it unleashes a wave of fire so intense it could melt steel. The Infernus's flames, while powerful, are still vulnerable to the extinguishing power of water slugs. Still, the Infernus's raw power, iconic status, and ability to turn the tide of battle with a single fiery blast earn it a fiery spot on our list. Blasting its way into number 4 is the Thresher, the water slug that's like a pressure washer on steroids. This slug doesn't mess around with gentle waves or playful splashes. It unleashes high-pressure water blasts that can cut through stone and metal like a hot knife through butter. Imagine, you're taking cover behind a solid wall, thinking you're safe, when suddenly, whoosh! A jet of water slices through the barrier, leaving you drenched and exposed. The Thresher's high-pressure blasts, while deadly, are also susceptible to the electrifying touch of an electric slug. Still, the Thresher's raw power, precision, and ability to slice through even the toughest defenses make it a force to be reckoned with, earning it a high-pressure spot on our list. Healing its way into number 3 is the Boondock, the only known healing slug in all of Slugterra. This slug is a beacon of hope in the heat of battle, capable of reversing the effects of dark water and healing both slugs and slingers alike. Imagine, you're on the ropes, your slug is weakened, and victory seems impossible. Then a Boondock steps in, bathing your slug in a healing glow and turning the tide of battle. The Boondock's healing abilities, while potent, can be weakened by the insidious power of a cursed slug. Still, the Boondock's unique healing abilities, its rarity, and its capacity to turn the tide of battle by saving lives, instead of taking them, earn it a well-deserved spot on our list. Shattering its way into number 2 is the Geoshard, the earth slug that's sharper than a diamond-tipped buzzsaw. This slug fires razor-sharp crystals that can pierce through armor, cut through defenses, and even trap opponents in unbreakable crystal prisons. Imagine, you're facing off against a Geoshard, admiring its beautiful crystalline form, when suddenly, zing! It launches a volley of crystal shards, each one capable of slicing through steel. The Geoshard's crystalline projectiles, while deadly, are still vulnerable to the earth-shattering power of other earth slugs. Still, the Geoshard's offensive capabilities, its precision, and its ability to control the battlefield with its crystal formations make it a cut above the rest, earning it a diamond-sharp spot on our list. Claiming the top spot at number 1 is the Enigmo, the rarest and most mysterious slug in all of Slugterra. This slug is shrouded in enigma, its powers defying explanation and its potential seemingly limitless. The Enigmo is rumored to be able to unlock hidden potential in other slugs, enhance their abilities, and even counter the corrupting influence of dark water. Imagine, you're facing an opponent with a team of seemingly ordinary slugs. Then, the Enigmo works its magic, transforming them into powerhouses capable of bending the very fabric of reality. This slug is so rare, so mysterious, that its true capabilities remain unknown. The Enigmo's rarity, its enigmatic nature, and its potential to rewrite the rules of Slugterra make it the undisputed champion of our list. And there you have it, the top 20 most powerful slugs in Slugterra. Which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to Slug World for more epic Slugterra content, and I'll see you in the next showdown.